Dear viewers and subscriber, thanks again to watch our YouTube channel Max the Service. Max Service is the only YouTube channel to take care of providing videos with proper information like documentation, architecture discussions, and working with practical examples for beginners and expert to learn by watching videos on Max the Service YouTube channel and start leading in the industry.
Dear viewers, in second last session we discussed a lot of about containers, all the detailed containers you have been provided in a single video. And in last session we discussed in detail how Docker image works, all the layers about the images, and we know very well that the source of container is image and the source of image is Dockerfile. So we have covered and discussed in detail container and images, and today we will be discussing in detail what is Dockerfile, how to create Dockerfile, all the commands used in Dockerfile. So first of all, we have to know why we need Dockerfile. Actually, Docker can build images automatically by reading the instruction from a Dockerfile. When we run a command to build an image from a Docker file, a daemon thread, Docker ask daemon thread to read the instruction in Docker file and build an image. Okay, a Docker file is a text document that contains all the commands a user could call on the command line to assemble an image. This uh, this tutorial will guide you how to create Dockerfile and all the commands. I will also show you the after effects of the commands we will be using in Dockerfile, and I will be showing you after every command. Once I will write command and then what actually it's built after from reading the Docker file, how the image builds and available on DockerHub as well, I will show you. So let's start using Dockerfile. Okay guys, just to save our time, I have created Dockerfile, and remember that we have using our demo project from the start, and I will keep it working on it, and whatever we will be keep learning, I will updating this and also committing these changes on the GitHub. Sorry, yeah, GitHub, and you can download and review, and you can also add your commits, you can also add your changes by creating branch. For GitHub queries and commands, we have also another tutorials available on the same channel Max the Service. You can also go through that video as well. So it is very good to learning from the scratch within a one project, which is the with the name of demo. And I have created Docker file. You can just simply because this Docker file is created on the main folder. Just you can go and create new file. Just you will write Docker file, and that's it. It's not a matter of case sensitive. You can create with small or capital words, whatever you need. And because we already have created file and we don't need to create anyone else. So one thing more, remember that if you have already installed plugins with your IDE, either it is VS Code or other IDE, then you will be able to see this icon when you will write Docker file. You don't need to add any extension. Okay, so we don't need actually this file as we have already created. And here I have also wrote all the commands. One by one I will be uncomment and executing, and I will be showing you with the explanation of every command. So first of all, we start with the command of from, and remember that whatever or whenever we are going to create Docker file, this command should be the first command of your Docker file. Okay. uh, and also you can also have multiple uh, from command as well. Whenever you have from and subsequent commands, and then you can also again add from command. Okay. So docker daemon thread will execute from the sorry, top to bottom, all the instruction one by one. So let's start with the working with the first command, which is from. And this command actually build your image from the base image. Definitely, whenever you are going to build an image, there must be an base image. Let's suppose if you are going to execute your utility or software or any application, you must specify, okay, I am going to create this further image, but my base image will be Ubuntu, or my base image will be JDK, OpenJDK 17. Even you can also use Python. If you are working on Python, then you have to mention here your base image as a Python library. Otherwise, if you are working on Java based project, then you have to mention that, okay, from JDK 17 onwards, my source code will be working. If we will not mention JDK as a base image, our application will not work as expected. Okay, if nothing I do anything else, then I just only I can build my image with the from command as well. You don't need to do any commands. So every command have its own purpose. So let me show you how to build the image from this only single command. We will also adding a terminal. Okay. Okay, I have to stop. Okay, because it's not allowing to execute shell script, so that's why I have stopped this. Okay. Okay, simply I will first, as we have covered two approaches, create image, build image from Dockerfile. Also, the other way we have covered the way from just to run commands like this, Docker build demo latest. We can also use anyone. So first of all, we will be looking for any images exist. Okay, guys, because we are on this main folder. First of all, we have to move into demo. Okay. Okay. Another thing, because I'm not running Docker desktop, because Docker engine is not working, so that's why I'm not able to execute any command. So in this case, if you get such kind of error, then you have to run your Docker first. Okay, now I will try again. Here you can see we have lot of images already available, and we have to delete all these images before moving forward to avoid confusion, because if we have already lot of images, then it will create some confusion. So let me delete all of these first. We go into Docker Hub and delete. First I have to check how many containers I am running. So let me try if I can delete already running containers. We can also do these with the commands. Just to save time, I am going to delete all the images. Okay. We don't want to waste time because I have to check why I cannot delete these images. I can also try to remove volume if these are linked with, if there is any build Docker Hub. Okay guys, so first of all I have to let me check it again. So there are now a few images left. I will work on it separately and delete these. So I want to create image from JDK 17. So let me execute the command. How this name is happening, because we have added settings. Here you can see, here is the image prefix and here is artifact. Artifact is the demo and prefix is max the service. And where is that? Here is. Here is image prefix and here is artifact. Artifact demo. Okay. So now images being generated, and then we will be able to view these images available here as well. So definitely it takes some time. Okay guys, we have created image demo with the from JDK as a base image, and the next command is maintainer. Why this command is used, let me show you. Maintainer actually is deprecated, and we can use, instead of maintainer we can use label. And let's suppose we can use author is max the service. So when we will inspect this image, it will show us in the inspection. Let's suppose if you want to view who is author of this image, you can inspect image and it will show you the name of maxi service. So we will be covering when image will built, and I will show you. So instead of because my concern is to just save time, and I'm moving to the next command, which is run. Actually it specifies the it execute command in the container. Okay, when you run a container and you want some commands to be executed, as you see that first we have image, then we have container. Now we are building image, and when we run image as a container, these commands will get execute. Okay, so let me add some examples to show you. Like if I want to execute command, what we can just add echo. Let's suppose if I want to add echo, what I want to echo. Let's suppose I want to echo any uh, environment variable like home. I can echo what is home of this container if I have already added home variable, already set it. So it will print home. I can also echo uh, welcome to the max the service YouTube channel. Whatever command we can execute under this uh, shell. Eh, Okay, so next it's CMD. Okay, CMD. What this command actually do? It specifies the default command to run when the container starts. If you want to run a command when container starts, then this is also helpful. So for examples, we you can also use a cmd like echo and hello maxi service. Okay. uh, Actually, what the difference of cmd and run is, I will also explain when we will doing some example. uh, you can also use a cmd like same as I have showed you with the uh, printing home variable, any other variable. You can also do this. I mean, you can also run any command using cmd as well. Okay, next command is expose. Okay, expose. This is very important command if you want to building an image which will be running as a container and serving as a application. So let's suppose if you want to expose your port of your application. Now I'm working on a project demo, and when I will run this demo as a container, and I will be accessing this demo project with some specified port. It will be available default port which is 8080. I can also use any other than 80. Let's suppose I'm going to run with 8081. So through this port, because I'm going to expose by myself. Okay, if I want to expose this port other than, let's suppose, whatever, I will be able only to access with this port. But remember, what port you are specifying, it will be with the range of given, like either your application support that port or not. Okay, next command is env. Env. If you want to specify your environment variable, okay, then you can also use env. Okay, let me add an example of env, uh, like let's suppose, please give me a second. Let's suppose if you want to set, okay, you can also use same as label, and you can also set your Java home, your Tomcat application server variable home. You can also set any other key value pair. So let me give me a second so I can show you proper with example. Env. Where is en? Yeah. Let's suppose you want to set your Java home, then you can just simply add Java home this, and you can also execute this command again, it must print like Java home. Okay, Java home. Okay, let me delete this one. So we will be checking how run works and how CMD works. And next command is, guys, add. What actually add? It copies files from the host to the container. Okay, when we will use command add, it copies whatever we want to add from. Let's suppose if I want to add my source folder and destination is demo, it will copies this source folder into demo folder. Most of the time we use source, copy source into source. Okay, and then next command is copy. So this is a this serve as a same. We want to copy source to source. Okay, the difference is uh, one command is used to copy from remote. If source is remote, then we will use add. Okay, actually use add for remote resources and archives. If you have, let's suppose, not on the local machine and you want to copy from the remote, then you will use add. Otherwise, you will be using copy. So because we are using the same machine, so we will be using copy. Okay, here let me copy the commands. Yeah, here you can see we can use both, but because we are working with the same machine, we will be using copy. So copy, actually it will copy build whatever jar we have here, okay, into demo.jar. It will rename and with the current directory it will build a demo.jar. Okay, okay, next is our next command is entry point. So what does it mean? Actually, entry points specifies the entry point of the container. Got my point? I mean, when container starts, where is the entry point? It will the start and execute the command given in this entry point. Okay, it will start Java application and with the manage.jar command, because we already have copied demo.jar, and then it will start executing demo.jar, nothing else. Okay, so next command is volume. Guys, I think we have to build an image with this and see either we are able to accessing this application with 8081, are we getting echo this, and also we are getting this Java home. So we'll be covering one command one by one. So first let me start with this. So let me start building this. Okay, failed to solve, build failed to solve, match metadata, Docker, latest, access denied. Okay, may authorization, server image, insufficient authorization. Okay, then I have to use this one. Okay, let's see either if we have available image on the host Docker Hub. Yes, we have available, and there is no any container, and you know the command how to run the container. Here I am going to running container with this 8081, internal is 80 demo. Let me start this. Okay, so demo application is running, and let me test either we are able to access it or not. Localhost 101. Okay, what? Hello. I have to check either my container is working. Yes, our container is working, and if I 001, oh sorry, yeah, hello demo. So we are able to access this application with this, and we have successfully executed all these commands. And let me show you. Let me inspect the image and show you the author name and other commands either run successfully or not. So here will be inspect. Let me find author. Here you can see we have labels authors and Java home, cmd echo Java home, and we have copies demo.jar as well, and our docker daemon thread execute this demo.jar, which is available and running now. And what other thing I can show you? Okay, okay guys, I have showed you everything. Where here you can see authors, and the host port is 8080. This one is internal port, and expose port is 881. And let's start with the next command, volume. So what is volume? Can we check Java home? Yeah, here is. You can see environment variable already set at Java home as well. And also let me show you latest, and mhm, wait. View container usage, pull, push. Okay. So let's start with the next command, which is, let me stop this one and delete this one so that we will be able to run from the scratch. Okay, you can see here are two volumes attached with the other application, and we will be able to see another volume with this image when we will write volume command. Okay guys, we have executed many commands in Docker files, and we have also reviewed, and I have also shown you when container runs, and if we go for inspection, then you can see, let's suppose if I'm going to run this image, and now here a container must be available, and I can show you in inspect that you can see your cmd echo java home. You can also execute this command and see your java home like uh, uh, java home. You can see here, you can also view your already set parameter environment variable, and you can also inspect and see if you have also set env java home. Here you can see as well. Here is, and you can also see your labels, whatever label we have already set. The author is maxi service, and everything we can set and verify in the inspection. So next command, volume. Here you can see we don't have set any volume, and you can also see your files here, and you can also set your volume under dev anywhere else. So let me go into the Docker file and add volume. Well, let's suppose I'm going to set volume here. Actually, volume instructs creates a mount point with the specified name and marks it as holding externally mounted volumes from native host or other containers. Let's suppose you can set this volume as a external storage. You should use volume instructs to expose any database storage area, configuration storage, or files and folders created by your Docker container. You are strongly encouraged to use volume for any combination of mutable or user serviceable parts of your image. Actually, some constraints, notable things about creating volume. If your container is working on Windows, then a non-existing or empty directory. When using Windows-based containers, the destination of a volume inside the container must be one of non-extension or empty directory, and drive other than C. You can set your volume. This is just to specify precautions when you setting volume, and changing the volume from within the Docker file. You must consider if any kind build steps change the data within the volume after it has been declared. Those changes will be discarded when using the legacy builder. When using like a build kit, the changes will instead be kept. You can also using JSON formatting, but take care list of parsed as a JSON array. You must enclose words with double quotes. Never use single quotes. So these are the some tricks, and you must be consider when creating volume. So let's suppose I have set it volume, and in running container I have shown you the there is not available volume here. Okay, is it's a null, and let me execute the commands again and see build. Let me refresh. Sorry, I have to stop or delete this container, and now I have refreshed images. Okay, and I believe if I run this image, it must have a volume available. No, still we don't have volume, and let me verify it again. Let me delete this image as well. Actually, you can see it's 44 minutes ago, and let me see. Okay, there is change with volume, and let me build it again and run container. Let's see. Inspect volume. Yeah, here you can see we have already added data. Under this folder, whatever your container will create any data for and use storage this data folder, not other than this. So next command is, guys, what is user command. Actually specifies the user to run the container. As if you use user, it instruct user instruction sets the username or UID, user ID, to use when running the image, and any run cmd entry point instruction that follow it in the Docker file. So to execute a user, let me also share example with you. Okay, next command is user command. What actually user command does, user instruction sets the username and optionally the user group to use a default user and a group for the remainder of the current stage. The specified user is used for running instruction, like if you are this user will be able to set entry point, run some command, can run some cmd commands as well. But note that when specifying a group of the user will have only specified group membership. Any other configured group memberships will be ignored. So let's suppose if you are using Windows, and you want to create a new user like Maxi service, then because you have to first create user, and here is good thing that I am again using from command, and because I'm going to create user from micro Microsoft uh, Windows Windows Server Core. Okay, Microsoft Windows Server Core, and here I will execute run command to execute this user, which is net user, and slash add maxi service. Okay, maxi service user will be used to run any command, can use entry point to also can run some cmd or any other command this user can run. So just I have to confirm that this one, actually it is soft micros Microsoft Core. Okay, so let's see either we are able to run this. Can we create this user from Microsoft Windows Server Core or not? So let me stop this, and also for your uh, understanding, I have to delete this container to avoid confusion. I am also going to delete these images as well. So let me build an image this with this new user. Okay. So this is creating problem, failed to resolve. This is a failed to resolve use source metadata docker IO. Pull access denied. Repository does not exist. And then okay. Mm, Microsoft Windows. Let me use this one then. No. Pull access denied because this repository not allowing me to pull this user because I'm using this as a base image. Definitely when I will create new user from this base image, it is not allowing me to create user. It is not allowing us because now I will be using uh, Linux environment because as we are working with WSL and 2 and we our Docker host is running on uh, Linux environment and I will be using Ubuntu latest. Okay, and the command I will be using apt get -y update, and again I will run command group add -r user and user add -r group user and I'm using user. Now let's try again. You can see here pulling Ubuntu latest and to create user. So it will take some time to create user, and now we can see image should be available here. You can see 9 seconds ago, and let me run this as a Docker container and see here it is running. Okay, and now the new user is available. uh, Let me check if we can see from here. Here you can see config. So in configuration we have created user. So this user or create a new one can execute any command once log into this container. So I will show you how this user can execute all these commands later on because we have short time and we have to complete all the commands. So next command is uh, working directory. Work directory. So what is our working directory? what the purpose of this working directory is. It actually sets the working directory for any run, cmd, entry point, copy and add instruction that follow it. Let's suppose if right now we are our working directory is demo. Okay. uh, other than other than demo, if you will go back, let's suppose in maxi service, and you will run some maven clean install, it will create problem because our working directory is demo. So we have to move him to demo, and then we can run clean maven clean install. It will work fine because we are on the right working directory. So we must define our working directory when we start working with the Dockerfile. So our working directory, let me show you. I already have copied. Yeah, you can see our working directory is demo. So we will be using demo. Demo. Yeah, this is the only simple. You can also add slash as well if you want to. Okay, next command is it's mean whenever I will execute any command. Let me elaborate little bit more. Let's suppose if I'm here and I want to execute any command, then my working directory will be demo, not any other than that. Argument. Okay, arg. ARG actually used to define a built-in build time argument. Let's suppose if you are going to provide during build time your image, if your image is going to build and you want to pass some argument runtime, okay, then you can use this instruction argument. Okay. Actually, argument defines a variable, like you can use user and provide some value like maxi service, and uh, it will user key must be provide value maxi service as a runtime. And you can also but you can also use multiple variables defined, like one argument user, second argument is build version, let's say it's a 1.1, whatever version 1.1, whatever you can provide at runtime, because you can read these values runtime from different uh, environment. Like if you have a dev environment, production, q environment, you can also read different values from different environment variable. So one thing we need to know, it is not recommended to use build time variable like if we are passing, let's suppose credentials. Okay, credentials like ABC 1 2 3, whatever is, you don't you cannot use this argument to pass like GitHub keys, user credentials, etc. build time, because this can be seen with the using of Docker history command. When you anyone access on your container and can run Docker history, um, it it will be shown to that user, and your secrets will be exposed. Actually, environment variables define using env. Let's suppose if already you have defined like env here, this one, and again you are also providing, let's suppose I have provided env java home, and again I am going to provide argument java home with different, let's suppose d, it will override. Now your environment variable will not be available longer. This will be override with this new value whatever you will add. New value added will be override env. Okay, so take care when you are going to provide argument, take care to provide mentioning the key that will not be available before that argument. Actually, Docker has a set of predefined defined arguments as well, like if you want to provide HTTP proxy, ठीक proxy, or you can also add FTP proxy, no proxy, whatever. These are some predefined uh, uh, argument. Okay, so uh, argument it can be passed at runtime, and let me show you. I have added some argument like user, because we don't have already provided user key, and there was a build version. Yeah, sorry, argument build version 1.1. So it you can also provide like this. So if I run build and again run container, then I can also view these values as well. Okay, let's see what is on build command. On build command actually run instruction when your base image going to start build. Let's suppose you are you are building this image, and whenever anyone else will be using this demo as a base image, then these instruction will be running. Let's suppose you want that, okay, whenever uh, this demo uh, image will be base image, and someone else going to create from demo to or any other image, then I want to copy Docker file into data folder. Okay, then actually this is um, a source and this is destination. Okay, whenever you want some instruction to be executed, then you have to, let's suppose you want to copy and docker file into data. Whenever anyone within your team or anyone will use this demo image as a base image and create another image, let's suppose if someone is going to use from demo latest, okay, whenever anyone will be using this as a demo image as a base image, then before building this another image, whatever you name it, it will start copying this Docker file to data folder. So this is actually the purpose of on build adds to the image a trigger instruction to be executed at later time when the image is used as a base image for another child, for another build, the trigger will be executed. Any build instruction can be triggered as a trigger. Okay, guys, let me show you because we have used orgs, and if I go to use Docker history demo, you can see here all the argument you have created. That's why whatever you have configured, you can see everything. So that's why it is prohibited to use argument for secret information, so that anyone else will not be able to view and misuse. Okay, guys, I am leaving three commands. One is stop signals. Uh, you can use sig kill, sig term, whatever. And the second is health check, okay. And the sorry third is shell. I'm leaving these three instruction Docker file commands for you to have some practice and share your knowledge, share your experience in this video. So if you have any issue with these commands, I will explain in the next video. Otherwise, I hope you will be able to execute and utilize in Dockerfile. Just I'm not going to work with these because I want you to do some practice and see what happened with all these instruction. So everything is in this file, and I will commit these changes into GitHub, so you can uh, utilize directory repository on the GitHub. You can download and create another branch and start working with it, because we will be continuing with this demo project. Whatever we will be learning, we will be adding into this. So next video will be Docker objects, combination of this video and last two previous video, like container, image, and this one. So please keep in touch and subscribe if you have not, and also don't forget to share in your circle, and please like my video and share your experience, share your some comments, so that I can understand what actually I'm going to miss, or where I can improve. So thank you, bye.